This guy has some serious inhibitions about being handled. Young German Shepherd of indeterminate breeding. Doesn't come as a huge surprise, but it does pose a dilemma because as he ages and he becomes a little bit more hysterical, essentially it's going to pose a problem for the people that handle him, whether he's being groomed or he's at the vet for an examination or a daycare or whatever. Anyone other than the owners handling this dog will be presented with a risk. So a big proponent of our training with him has been doing the trying to denude him of the fantasy that there is a stranger danger and that he shouldn't allow himself to be handled by others. We've been doing a lot of just really low-key handling of this dog, lifting his muzzle. As you can see, he's cutting teeth like a banshee. I guarantee his mouth hurts like crazy. So we've put a nice chew bone in his crate for him to muscle around with. Good boy, yeah. We stick our fingers in his ears. Good pup. I know, huh? And it should always be a pleasant experience for them, but essentially the message must be, don't wrestle. If he starts to fight, flail around and screech, which he is inclined to do, if you notice I have my hands both on the collar and by the flews underneath his neck, and essentially if he goes to struggle, I'm just going to hold him fast. As I run my hands down his body, he starts getting a little hinky. I mean, he's wagging his tail, which doesn't really mean anything, but you can see just by his facial expression and his ear carriage that he's starting to get a little concerned about what's going to happen next. So we're just going to pause long enough to get him to relax a little bit. Good boy. Yeah. Nice fella, huh? Good pup. Now I'm going to switch hands for just a minute because he has established that he doesn't like things, people or things reaching across the body at this angle. So we're going to hold him here, just like so. Scratch his chest, which he likes. Good boy. Before I reach down his leg, let me see, and handle his feet. Now I'm going to put pressure on every toe. Good, good, good. And when he fights, I'm not going to let go. Good. Until he relaxes. Now he had a bit of an issue with that second digit from the outside, so we're going to kind of prolong our stay there. And then since he's nice and relaxed, I'm going to drop the foot, pay him off, okay. And let him escape the table. Good, good. Very nice. Uh-huh. And I'm going to reward him for his cooperation, but I'm going to reward him for his cooperation off the table. Again, I don't want this dog used to the idea that he only has to perform for food. I want him to do so willingly. Good. As you can see, he didn't really think that being on the table was that big of a horrible experience because he flew right back up there. Good pup. And the best way to have a vet become your friend is to teach your dog some manners. Because they're going to be on elevated surfaces and they're going to be handled by many strangers. Come here. Sit. Good pup. Good. So now that we've had that one good experience, we're going to go back to what we were doing. As you can see, that grip automatically puts him in a state of, oh God, what's going to happen now? So we want to make this as pleasant for him as possible. Good boy. When I reach across the body, and this is a safety issue, especially this dog's probably going to weigh about 90 pounds or more as an adult, I'm going to do it from behind. I'm leaning back, down the shoulder, up with the leg. Good, good. Leave it. Pressure, 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 pressure. Now, again, he's starting to struggle a little bit. We're not letting go until he gives it up. Good. Because ultimately the message must be, you're not going to fall over and die if we do this. Leave it. Now, I'm not twisting or anything. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean it doesn't get to happen. And we go back. The dog owes you the balance of the exercise. His little pouty fest didn't get him anywhere. I don't believe he urinated, which is a good thing. And he owes me the balance of the exercise. Pressure, 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 pressure on the foot that he hung up the most on. And finish the exercise. Good dog. I'm not going to reward the fight, but I am going to relieve the pressure. Okay. Good pup. And my shoes untied again. How does this happen?